Let's go to Akiva Eldar, an Israeli political analyst, joining us live now from Tel Aviv. We saw quite a lot of damage this morning, extensive. A ramped-up threat from Israel's defense minister over this. Is the hospital likely to be a turning point or used as leverage for Israel to convince the US that it needs to be fully on board?
If you look at the last Israeli public opinion or the last poll that shows that still the existing coalition is not leading the spirit, what Netanyahu just said during his visit in a hospital that was severely damaged in Beersheba, is that we are holding out and everybody is paying some price. And even he himself is paying a price. And his son has to postpone his wedding. And his wife, the mother-in-law, is also very disappointed. I believe that this government is detached from reality. And what they are aiming to is a regime change in Iran. They are so excited that the axe of evil is gone. So they have to complete it. They got rid of Hamas, Hezbollah. We have a new leadership in Syria, in Lebanon, and Tehran is next. And we know that it was a piece of cake for Netanyahu to sell President Trump the theory that we have to stop the Iranian nuclear project at any cost, and he convinced him to pull out of the agreement that is much better. We were at that time much better off than today. So I know that Netanyahu has his allies in the White House. He has the American ambassador in Tel Aviv just called President Trump to complete the job. So he will be reminded in history as the biggest hero ever. So, yes, Netanyahu will do everything he can to drag the Americans into this war.
Mr. Akiva Eldar, we've been hearing from the Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar saying the government security cabinet hasn't designated regime change in Iran as an objective. And yet, at the same time, as you just mentioned there, the Prime Minister himself has been pushing for this. And in fact, today, the Defense Minister, Israel Katz, also peddling the idea post the attack on hospital that the Iranian Supreme Leader has to go.
Well, what they are hoping or dreaming is that it will come from the bottom, that the Iranian people, and Netanyahu keeps speaking to them through the social media, and the military spokesman is actually calling the Palestinian, it's a Freudian mistake because they try to do it also with the Palestinian in Gaza, that they will rebel against the regime. And they are hoping that the Iranian people will do the job. The Americans will help Israel to do this. And it is, many people in Israel are very worried that we are looking at another war of attrition. We are stuck in Gaza for 20 months now with no endgame.
I have a question, Mr. Akiva Eldar, because there has been this gagging order by the Israeli authorities. They issued one just yesterday, which I'd received, detailing the fact that they can't have people posting videos and photos unless it's being approved. Now, how transparent, in your opinion, is Israel being about the damage that's being caused by Iranian strikes, and how convinced is the Israeli public by what the Israeli authorities are saying? Are they underplaying the damage that's being caused? Today, 4 areas hit by 30 missiles. That's a large number, considering that they have the 3 defense systems.
Well, it's a great question. You just have to listen to what the Minister of Communication is saying these days, and actually what he's trying to do, to pass a bill in the Knesset that will allow the government to have full control on the Israeli media You know that they have boycotted Haaretz newspaper, and they are doing everything to make sure that Channel 14, which is the semi-official propaganda channel, will have the upper hand. And they're using, the excuse of censorship. Don't let the enemy, don't direct them to those facilities that are sensitive. But these days, we know that any one of us can go to Google Map and find out exactly what happens. And in no time, it will become, public knowledge. So yes, this is a kind of, the campaign of patriotism. We are all one, and this is not the time to speak about freedom of the press. And unfortunately, the mainstream media is cooperating with this, and we saw it in Gaza, that they don't allow the media to cover the rebels and the fatalities in Gaza. So the Israeli public opinion is not busy worrying about it. So it's the same pattern, Sarah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Akiva Eldar in Tel Aviv.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.